exciting Halloween makeup tutorial look for you, and that is Nancy from The Craft. Now, if you haven't seen The Craft, how can I explain it? I would sum it up in a couple of words, saying it was like a supernatural Mean Girls. It was like a classic cult 90s film for me, and when my mum introduced me to it, I absolutely adored it. I loved the characters, I loved the storyline, and I thought it was such a fun movie, and I really wanted to maybe create something from it. And a couple of my family members said I look very much like Nancy, so I thought I would definitely try my best. And the most amazing thing with this look is that it's not too over the top. You can really go to town on makeup and your hair, make it as crazy as you want, but also keep it subtle when it comes to your outfit. Like, all you need is a leather jacket, a white shirt, maybe with a Peter Pan collar to make it look like a school shirt, and black trousers, or maybe a black skirt and some black boots. That's basically all you need to get the Nancy look, and I think that's pretty awesome. And I would love to know how, if you guys are going for Nancy for Halloween, what are you going to do? What are you going to wear? I'd love to know. And I really hope you enjoy this look, and let me know what you guys think. Hi guys, now to get started. So I thought I would struggle with Nancy's hair because she has beautiful short curly erratic hair, and I've got really long thin dull hair. So I thought what I would do is pop it up in a bun, because I know in one of the scenes she does have it like that, and I tried to like make it as erratic as possible, so it kind of looks like a school bun look. Hopefully it'll look good when all the makeup's with it, but fingers crossed. So starting off, I've popped my primers on my eyes as the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Potion Primer, as well as the YSL Touche Cloud Primer. I know I pop nearly most of my base on all the time. It's just because I love it and I love the product, so that's why, and I didn't want to repeat myself by showing it again. And we are going to go for also the Touche Cloud foundation in the shade B10. I feel this is their lightest shade. Now, she has the most beautiful pearlescent skin, and it's quite hard to distinguish if it's more matte. I want to say it is, but then has a little bit of a glow to it, a little bit of a dewy glow. So hopefully this will give us a combination of the both. So I'm just going to take my real tiny sponge. It definitely needs a wash, so we'll just pretend not to notice that, and pop this all over the face. Going to move on to concealer. Again, I'm using my trusty Aucoun Central Skin Enhancer in shade 2. This is going to be amazing to give that really full coverage that we need, because as she goes on in the film, I guess she does get more bags under her eyes, but at the beginning she has the most beautiful skin, and I really want to try and show that off within it, and also helps you look a bit more paler, which is what we're wanting. We're wanting as pale as possibly can be. She has quite thin eyebrows. I'm particularly not very good when it comes to eyebrows, so I'm just going to do what I usually do because I feel like I could go so wrong with that. So I'm just taking my Tanya Burr Cosmetics brow palette in the shades Chestnut and Hot Chocolate and mixing them together. taking my pixie gel just to set it all in place. I didn't realise how much a gel can make a difference to your eyebrows, but it seems to do a really nice job. Okay, when it comes to eyes, she enhances them in the best way possible, and I feel like she tries to complement the best parts of her face, like her voluptuous lips as well as a really striking icy blue eyes. So I'm going to be taking a very neutral colour and just pop that all over the lid, and then use a khol eyeliner to try and get the effect she does with her eyeliner, because it looks insanely good. But we're going to see if we can do something to make it justifiable for me, because you know I'm not so good when it comes to eyeliners. So I'm going to be taking, this is a Soap and Glory palette, Perfect 10. I'm taking Pink Tea. It's really, really nice neutral shade, and I'm just going to take that all over the lid and zoom you guys in for our eyes. Comes to the tricky part of eyeliner. I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury trusty black kohl eyeliner in Bedroom Black, and I'm just going to pop them on the upper lash line as well as the bottom lash line before going onto the top. Eyeliner is done on both the top and lower lashes. Now this is going to be the tricky part, because we're going to try and draw a line on the top line, but it's as if you're making a cat flick, but you're only like accentuating your eye shape, and then you're also going to bring it up more so than you would if you were doing a normal cat flick. So let's see how we do. Hopefully this is gonna go well. I really hope it does. As soon as you put it on, maybe I've not picked the best one to do this with. That is one eye done. I'm then going to do the exact same on the other eye and come back to you guys when I'm popping on mascara. Guys, I've finished with my eyes. I've just popped some mascara on, so it gives you the really raccoon look after you've finished, which is exactly what you're wanting for in this look. Not so much in real life, but it helps give you a really, really dark, mysterious look, and I'm really, really enjoying that right now. I have to say, I think you have to take your time when it comes to the eyes, and it would be super handy if you have a black matte eyeshadow. I had a dark grey, that's all I had. I've got so many palettes, but every single black I had was sparkly, and I just didn't want to risk it and go sparkly and it just not be what I wanted. So it kind of worked out in best interest in the end. So I think it looks pretty cool for what I was trying to achieve. Okay, then we're going to go to our cheeks. She tends to not have much on her cheeks. It was the 90s, so I would say they would put maybe the tiniest bit of bronzer on, but I'm not too sure because she was that pale. I think you wouldn't notice bronzer. So I'm just going to put a tiniest little bit of pale pink blush on just to help give a little bit of colour, and I'm not too washed out. And I'm not going to pop any bronzer on because I don't want it to make my face look sun-kissed, because after all it's Halloween look and you don't want to look too sun-kissed. And then we're going to take the Moonchild Anastasia palette. Is it a highlight palette? Yes. So these have the most amazing colours in there, and witchy vibes. I feel this would be an amazing palette to have. I feel all of them would really look cool. But I think I'm going to go for maybe purple horseshoe and blue ice together. Look. Liking it. Makes it look really iridescent. And it helps make it more Halloweeny, I feel, if you've got some purple highlight on there. Love it. Okay. One of the most famous things about Nancy is her lips. I feel at that time I would love to know what she used. Sadly I don't. I think they could be MAC at that time. I feel like MAC is one of the most that they used to use on movie sets in the 90s. So I've gone for a cheap alternative, which I feel might be just as good. So I've got Transylvania from NYX in their soft matte creams. I absolutely adore these. I've grown so obsessed with them. But I've got that in shade Transylvania, but I also have it in the shade Copenhagen, because I think what I'm going to try and do, it might not go to plan, is try and do an ombre effect, because at times she has more red toned reds, a dark tone plum reds, but then it also has a really like black darkish purple at times. So I'm going to try and do a combination of them both. So let's see how it turns out. I forgot to do. Nancy has the most amazing bottom lip that kind of goes in the middle, and I forgot to try and make that shape, so I'm going to try and make that shape as carefully as I can. That was so much harder than I thought it would be, but there is the finished lip look. I think it is quite a good representation of it by having a go. So guys, we have our finished Nancy look. Now this is something that you could go to extremes on if you really wanted to make it as erratic as you desire. I really enjoy this look. Like, Nancy is one of my all-time favourite characters. I feel she's so fun but crazy at the same time, and I hope this helps give you guys inspiration for your Halloween looks, and I hope you guys have a lovely day.